Today, I'll be talking about which Geometry Dash levels I believe are the most spiritually Israeli and the most loyal to our glorious leader Benjamin Netanyahu and the glorious IDF. Now, obviously, we begin with a classic, what I believe is the most Benjamin Netanyahu. Actually, my theory is this was actually created by Benjamin Netanyahu. The one, the only, Stereo Madness. Now, you may be asking, why? Well, if you go through the level, you will see that at the very end, which I'll show on screen now, there's a third coin. Now, where is this third coin situated? It's situated in a little tunnel. What does this little tunnel remind you of? For me, it reminds me of Saddam Hussein's hiding spot. So that's why I believe this is most certainly the most Benjamin Netanyahu created level. Number 2, we have Back on Track. Now, unfortunately, Back on Track, I believe, is not really related to glorious Israel and the Zionist state. So I will have to put it in. Okay, it's a real tough one. D or E? Oh, I'm gonna say E. Because like the whole level throughout, it really upset me. There's not enough messaging about the glory of Judaism inside it. Anyways, now Polargeist. Oh boy, Polargeist. I'm really mixed on this one because on one hand it could be an S because like the amount of patience and care that I saw Benjamin Netanyahu put into completing this level while I was completing my work experience with him is extraordinary. However, it could also be put into F tier because if you take a look at the name Polargeist, it's actually an anagram for P-A-L-E Stein, Palestine. Now, we all know that Benjamin Netanyahu hates Palestine. However, here's the kicker. Palestine, what is in Stein? It's an anagram for Pale Stein. You know who's Pale Stein? Jeffrey Epstein. He's Stein and he's pale. So, I'm going to have to put this into B. Because, like, think about it. 2 pluses, 1 negative. So, like, it's probably in B. Then, we've got Dry Out. Now, Dry Out is obviously not going to be in D, E, or F because it's dry. And as we all know, the glorious state of Israel is situated in a desert, even though it is a holy land and an oasis in an otherwise ungodly land. So, it's pretty symbolic, I'd say. Like, this is pretty similar. Now, base after base. Base after base, this is the first F tier. This is the first F tier of many, by the way, but it's the first one because this is just... I don't know what to say. Look at the face. The face, it's sad. You know who's not sad? All my glorious comrades in the IDF and Mossad. They are never sad. This is treason to the glorious state, okay? Nothing can be like this. We cannot allow this. Base after base. What do you mean base after base? That's repetition. That's weakness. We don't do that. Can't let go. Similar story. F tier. Really, you can't let go. You can't let go of the land that was promised to us 3,000 years ago. You can't let go and give it to us. It's destined to us. Why can't you not let it go? It's our holy right to have it. Let go of it. Give it to us. Jumper. Ooh. I'm thinking, is it B or is it C? Nah, it's C. It's C. Okay, listen, this one is pretty good. However, like, you see, when you jump, like, on the first time, you jump. Like, that's pretty self-explanatory. But, like, the game is Geometry Dash. You jump in it because you Geometry Dash. You Geometry jump at this point. Like Geometry Dash, he was made to jump over spikes. Like, this is the origin story of Geometry Dash. Now, with Geometry Dash obviously being supported by APAC, we can't not put this low because, like, it has the name Jump in it. However, APAC has specifically said that they are not fans of Jumper. So I can't put it any higher than C. Sorry. Time Machine. Ooh, I'm gonna say A. Because Time Machine, you know who works with time machines? Physicists. You know who's a physicist? Albert Einstein. Guess what race he is? He's a Jewish person. That's right. Jeffrey Epstein and Einstein, the two geniuses of our time, both would have loved this level. Time Machine. Like, look at it. It's in the name, Time Machine. That practically rhymes with relative physics and physical relativity. Easy relativity. Fuck off. Cycles. This one is one of a few levels which I think is unrelated to Israel. So I don't really have any comment on this except F tier. X step. Okay. This one's a tough one. Because like on one hand you go up and then like you go through a portal that leads you down, and portals, like we said, that's a similar story to Time Machine. But on the other hand, it's got, in the ship part you have to really do a little swoop to get a coin, and like that's very, you know, that's very Jordanian, that's very Egyptian of them. I don't know about this. I'm gonna say D. Oh, sorry. Ooh, Clutterfunk. Ooh, this is one of my favorite levels. It's like, and since, you know, I am a reincarnation of Jeffrey Epstein and Benjamin Netanyahu, I think I can decide for them, you know. So I'm gonna say this is F tier. S tier. Like, I don't have much reasoning. Obviously, Stereo Madness is up there. You know what? Nope. It's A tier in front of Time Machine. Okay. Theory of Everything. Same reason as Time Machine. However, it's a bit weaker. So I'm gonna have to put it in. Where did I put Jumper? No, where did I put stuff? Yeah, I'm gonna have to put Jumper. Right here. Electroman Adventures. Now, you know who created electricity? Nikola Tesla. You know who Nikola Tesla was? Serbian. I just don't like Serbians, so I'm gonna put this in F tier. I don't like Serbians. They're smelly. They're disgusting. They stink up the bus. They have disgusting ethnic foods. Get them out of my country. Clubstep. The very first demon. However, it has the name Clubstep. Now, that's two words that me and my guys don't love at all. Club, that implies alcohol. Me and the guys, we aren't big fans of the cool. We aren't big fans of alk. And step, that's walking. Me and the boys are morbidly obese, so we can't really have steps. So, unfortunately, this is going in E. Electrodynamics, same reasoning as Electroman Adventures. F tier. Hexagon Force. Now, as we all know, hexagons are the worst-agons. I fucking hate hexagons. Hexagons are disgusting. Hexagons arouse me, and I'm really trying to work on this. I really don't like the fact that hexagons arouse me because they're the worst shape by far. I'm disgusted by it. So, because of like the sexual tension, like this is a good plot line, so I'm gonna put it in B. Okay, blast processing. Oh, this, we all know where this is going. Blast processing, bro. That's my favorite two words. Blasting. I love bombs. You know what bombs do? They make a blast. Oh, I love blasting. Processing. You know what I love, dude? I love processing prisoners. Oh, this is so peak. I love processing any political dissenters who dare question the rule of our supreme leader. Theory of Everything 2. So this is very representative of what I would call the Dubai. This is Dubai. Theory of Everything 2 is the Dubai level. Sure, it's doing okay, but the only reason it's successful is because of Theory of Everything. It's because of this one. It's leeching off us. So I'm going to have to put it in E. Geometrical Dominator. Again, same reason as hexagons. So it can't be an S, because I love the word dominator. First of all, I love being dominated in bed. And second of all, you know what we love doing here in the glorious land of Israel. However, like I said, it is like Hexagon Force, so I'm going to have to put it like... Yeah, it seems about right. Okay, Finger Dash. Now, this is pretty similar to my reasoning for Jumper, except it has to go a bit higher. Because fingering. And as we all know, I never finger. My fingers, they've got too much dirt and shit from digging in my butt underneath the fingernails to do anything. So, you know, I can't finger, but I love being fingered. So, you know, it's probably like over here. Dash. Same reason as Jumper, however, it's literally in the name. This is Geometry Dash's favorite level, so I'm going to have to put it at the bottom of A tier. Now, the final level. Deadlocked. Now, that first word, I really love that first word. That second word, I really love that second word. However, like blast processing, nothing can be blast processing. Stereo Madness, I can see it being, you know, more symbolic of Israel than Stereo Madness, but Stereo Madness, come on, like that final part of Saddam Hussein, nothing can beat that. So I'm gonna have to put it below that, very top of S tier. And that concludes the main game Geometry Dash levels. The worst is, of course, Electrodynamics. Thank you for watching.